The other night I was at dinner with Kate and Harry, and I might have dropped so many homophobic slurs. It was like crazy.
Wait, did you?
Oh, I mean, no, I've never had a slur in my life. I have never, in fact, ever said a slur in my entire life.
What a wild...
I read that. It's funny. So I read that right after I did the thing where I took the audio out calling this person a cunt the other day. And I thought, I read that statement. I was like, this statement Damon has is like the death of society, really. Like, and my guy Pat tweeted out, like, we're now in the business of canceling people for saying they don't say things anymore.
Right.
Like,
and admitting their faults.
Yeah, I mean, and now he's lying now. That of course becomes a problem where it's like, well, I'll see if I have the actual statement here.
It's wild when you go back and read it. I was like, oh, maybe they misquoted him, and then we found it on the show yesterday, and it was like, it's wild.
It's just a weird. Oh, here it is. He never used the word in this. Matt Damon said he has never used the word in his personal life and does not use slurs of any kind. So Matt Damon, who's 50 and is a guy from this area for a while, has never used that word in his entire life. That is like impossible.
But let's say that someone like that is out there. Matt Damon's not that person because the original story is that they were sitting around the dinner table. She gets him, he goes, "Oh, come on! I said it in movies. Who gives a shit?"
Right. Yeah, and the guy now it's like now you're in the business of people writing things for you and you spin things, as opposed to, you know what, just letting it float away. Like,
right.
It would be, by the time 2 movies from now come out, no one's gonna.
He wasn't gonna lose any work. There are some people that would have, but he wasn't gonna lose a job.
He's not cancelable.
No.
I mean, unless he turns out to be like Kevin Spacey or something. But I mean, like saying you don't use slurs anymore is not.
He'd have to go on like a Mel Gibson level rant.
Sure,
with that word.
Even Mel Gibson works.
Yeah,
like you go away for it's all timing, but it's insane. And it's now I was defending him. Now I'm like, fuck this guy. Like this is what he's just gonna lie about this shit.
Well, when you we're talking about the YouTube thing, I was gonna say it would have been a great test to see how phony the three of us are. If you came in and were like, yeah, I don't know what happened to the YouTube show. It just came down.
Well, that's what I mean.
Like, and we'd all be like, yeah, it did.
But that's what I mean. I never want to be that show. It's just like, yeah, I did that. I don't want to say it ever. Like, it's got nothing to do with whether I think this person's an asshole or cunt or whatever. But I just don't, like, it's a pact I made with myself. But yeah, if I had said to you guys, like, hey, we're not mentioning it. Like,
right.
It's just not going to do that. Like, you know, but I mean, obviously I've worked at places where you would do that, but yeah.
And then Mr. Fucking Honesty Me would be like, well, I never heard you say it, boss.
What? Yeah, you crazy?
Never heard you say it in your life.
But